is one of those ideas that comes up and everyone's going, yeah, I think we should do this, and the conversation starts and it kind of goes and it ebbs and flows, and there's days you wonder if it's going to happen, and then you roll into a parking lot today and you look at 40 plus motorcycles and all of the folks gathered and go, man, this is good. I want to start by thanking somebody for this, because he came up with the idea, and he will probably kill me for doing it because he doesn't like to take the credit, but the gentleman over there in green standing beside Bill Walker, Darren Reed, Sergeant Darren Reed.
I'll kill him later. Witnesses are a bad thing in a murder trial. But I want to thank everybody again for coming out to help us to raise a little bit of a charity fund that we can have locally to protect our emergency responders and our veterans as well. And I appreciate you guys giving up your time on the weekend and your money and stuff too. So give yourselves a round of applause, because together we made this happen.
I have to put a little plug in. The media is full of stories about where the Legion has failed, and there's a lot of folks who go, I'll never join the Legion because, and there's all that. This gentleman and his little posse of compadres who are at the back are doing more to help vets and active military folks who are in distress than probably anybody else on this planet right now. They pretty much every day are working with somebody, working for somebody, helping somebody, figuring out a new way to get help for somebody. I don't know when he sleeps, because Darren will post stuff at 3 and 4 in the morning about, well, I helped so-and-so and we did this and we did that. And it is awesome, and it makes me very proud to be a member of the Legion. I've been in good service clubs and bad service clubs. I've watched all kinds of crap go on in my career and my ministry, and I'm very proud of the branch we have here and the work they're doing. And Darren is very much a part of that, and he's very humble and will say, oh no, it's not me, but he really does a lot of good work. This is the evidence of it. This is what we're about. So thank you, Darren.
I'm going to tell everybody that Sean forgets there's no I in team, right? Just imagine if Napoleon had stood on his box and just screamed at the world back in the day without an army. He'd have been an angry little man screaming at nothing. It takes a team. Thanks.
You and your compadre, a team that does it. I would like to introduce our MPP for this region, Bill Walker, who I believe has a few words to say on behalf of yourself and Mr. Miller.
Pleasure. Yes, so I'll bring green on behalf of Larry Miller. The good news is you have one politician. The bad news is I'm going to talk twice as long. Larry, actually, we were at the Salmon Spectacular opening last night, and I said to him, so I'll see you in Flesherton tomorrow, and he kind of looked at me with a dumbfounded look, because Larry's at every Freedom Rider event, definitely. He has a trike. He likes to ride in events like this, but either he didn't get the memo or his staff missed the memo, and I'm sure that'll be a chat tomorrow at some point. I'm sure when he gets into the office. So I'll bring greetings on behalf of him. It's truly remarkable, and Darren, everything that Sean has said, and Sean, you're the same kind of guy. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that happens in this community because of folks like you that step up. You don't want the glory. You get people amassed to do great things. You've got the Kinsmen, the Kinets, the Farmers Market, the Dufferin ATV Club, the Freedom Riders. You've linked in the Fling, I believe here, the Markdale Fall Fair. That's what small town, rural Ontario. I came from a village of 400 people in Hepworth, and that's the only way you get things done, is people like you, and equally importantly, all of you people come out, because you can organize till the day is done, but if no one comes out, it's not much of an event. So at the end of the day, I truly want to say thank you. A little special note, I had the privilege of going over to Vimy, not as a politician, just as Bill Walker, a guy who cares, with the True Patriot Love Foundation, who also do a lot of work for veterans and things that are out there. I have to tell you, it was one of the most touching moments of my life. The hair kind of stood in your back to stand on those hallowed grounds, listen to all the festivities, and then when those jets went over and truly say, I'm proud to be Canadian. So folks, everything you do in an event like this, helping out, reaching, you're truly giving back the legacy. You're showing your respect for those veterans that gave us the greatest country in the world. So thank you very much. Enjoy a great day, and always a pleasure to be invited to be part of it. Thank you.
Before we roll out, I have to share a bit of an introduction to my blessing that I'm going to offer. And I will apologize because I know I can't get through it. A little bit of tears. We could start the damn thing. On June 28, 1968, OPP Constable Sam Ankerman tucked his 2 young sons into bed, kissed his wife Isabel goodnight, and he headed off to work. It was a job he had spent the last 12 years of his life thoroughly enjoying, a job he had dreamt of since he was a teenager, racing around the highways, byways, and back roads between Stratford and New Hamburg on his motorcycle. It was in the early morning hours of June 29th. He stopped at the 24-hour diner in Shakespeare, had a mug of hot chocolate with a colleague from a neighboring detachment. They said goodbye, talk to you later, and he headed off on his patrol. It was minutes later. His crumpled cruiser was found in the ditch, obscured by the dense fog that night along 78 Highway just east of Stratford. Sam's lifeless body was pulled from the wreckage, and his fellow officers of the detachment were called to assist. They had the job of informing his family of a devastating loss. Regrettably, Sam's story is not unique. The experience of my family, for Sam was a father I never had the privilege to know because he was killed on duty while I was still an infant, is an experience that is not unique. Every man and woman in uniform, military, police, fire, first responders, courageously run into danger while the rest of us turn and flee. Every day, men and women in uniform put their lives on the line to protect, to assist, and to serve. All too often, they fall in service to the Queen, to the country, to you and I, the people of our community. Today, we honor that courage, but more importantly, we honor the fallen. The men and women who have worn uniforms and who have, in service to their country, their community, their family, their friends, their neighbors, offered the ultimate sacrifice. The ride today is about remembering and honoring them, and raising the awareness that there are very real needs being felt by the survivors, the veterans, and the families of those who serve in uniforms across our country. Moments like this allow us the opportunity to speak freely of those needs and to do something tangible to help. In my youth, the help that we received as a family was an annual visit from the senior officer of the detachment where Dad served. In my adult years, I was honored to stand with my own children as a bridge was dedicated in memory to my father and their grandfather. And today I'm honored to serve in a Legion branch where we have a very dedicated team of volunteers who consistently and repeatedly go above and beyond to address the needs of veterans, active soldiers, and the families of those who are broken, who have fallen, and who have served. When a need is identified, I am proud as the president of Branch 333 to know that we have been leading the way in showing how we should respond. And that, my friends, is why we're here today. To have a day of fun in the sunshine, to raise awareness to the needs of the fallen and the broken, and to say with courage, we will remember them. We remember they are not merely names etched on cold stone or metal, but they were and remain real people with families, histories, and stories and experiences. Their loss is real and poignant, and for many, it still lingers. So as you roll out today, we roll out to honor them. We remember them and their families. So let us pray. Gracious one, giver of life, love, and laughter, today we dare to remember the fallen and to honor the broken and the wounded. We remember those men and women who have put on their uniforms each day in service to their community and country. We remember especially those who kiss their loved ones one last goodbye before answering the call of duty. May our ride today raise awareness of the hurts and the needs that exist within our community, and may we together honor the fallen by our actions. Be with us on the road and return us safely, and allow us to enjoy the splendor and beauty of our surroundings as we give thanks for those whose sacrifice has made this gift possible. Holy One, we honor those active in uniform, those retired from service to community and country, and we honor the fallen as we pause to remember them. They shall not grow old as we who remain grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Go, fill the day with noise, with laughter, and with fun. Honor the fallen by savoring the freedom to ride. Go in peace and have a hell of a good time.